What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's YouTube video. Before we dive into the video, I want to share with you my goal this year to hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you find today's video useful, you can help me out by just hitting that red subscribe button to get us one step closer to the goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers. I can't do it without you guys, so I'm trying to put out as much great content as I can each week for you in exchange for getting you to subscribe to the channel. So with that being said, help us reach our goal, and now let's go ahead and dive into today's video. In this video, we're going to talk about group Pinterest boards. This is a strategy that has helped me grow my monthly viewership to almost 1 million monthly views. So first, let's go ahead and dive into the analytics so I can show you the importance of being a part of different group boards. So what a group board is it's a board that has multiple contributors. So you can contribute pins and other Pinterest account owners can also contribute pins, all to the exact same board. So here I am in my analytics. I come down here to my top boards. So these are going to be the boards that are performing best for me on my account, that are helping get my pins seen on Pinterest. So my golfpracticeguides.com board, for example, this is one of my boards I created. I'm the only contributor to it. So it's not a group board. It's just my board. And it goes to my website. So all of my pins that get linked here are going to different blog articles. So that's where I pin my blog article style pins. Now I also repin my blog article pins into a group board called Best Golf Instructions. And so this board is actually also helping me get a lot of impressions every month. So right now, in the last 30 days, I got over 100,000 impressions on my pins from this group board. So this is one of the cool things about having, a direct tie into a group board is you can get exposure to other people's followers. All right, so that's the impressions. If we go into clicks, outbound clicks, you can see again, the top board for getting me clicks to my website has been the golfpracticeguides.com board that I created, that I contribute to. And then also this group board I'm a part of called the Best Golf Instructions. So this one's gotten me over 1,600 clicks in the last 30 days. And you can see here it's got over 7,000 pins. And these are pins that come from me as well as other contributors who are all members of this group board. So let's go up to my profile and show you what it looks like. So we just click on the little icon up here. This takes you to your profile. If you have a Pinterest business account, you're also going to notice kind of the layout up here at the top. You're not going to see the same layout unless you have a Pinterest business account, and you're not going to get access to these analytics unless you have a Pinterest business account. So all you got to do is just type in Pinterest business account into Google, do a quick Google search, and you'll find the link that says get a business account, and they'll teach you how to set one up. Or if you already have an existing account and you don't want to have to restart from scratch, they will show you how to convert your existing account into a business account. So here I am on my profile. Scroll down here. We've got the Saved tab here and the Created tab. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Saved. This opens up my page with all my different boards. And we're going to find that group board that I was just talking about a moment ago that's getting me lots of impressions and lots of clicks each month. So here it is down here, Best Golf Instructions. Best golf instruction and golf swing tips, Hit It Solid. So the owner of the Hit It Solid website, he's actually the one that created this board, and then I got invited to it. And so I'm one of, it looks like 7 different people that are a part of this board. So we can click in here and see who the other members are. So we've got Golfers Authority, Golfing Well, Mary Catherine, Simple Golf Swing. So these other people are also collaborators. Now this is Troy, he's the owner of the board. So he's the one that ultimately has control over the board. He can choose to kick you out. He can choose to invite people. It says I can invite people as well. He may have to have the final say on approving it since it's his board. But he set up the board title. He wrote in the board description. And you can see now it's got over 4,900 followers. So these are people that have followed my account. There's people that have followed his account. There's people that have followed all these other accounts. So every time people follow you, they automatically get followed or subscribe to all your boards as well. So as Troy gets more followers, that's going to help this board get more followers. And as I get more followers, that's also going to help this board get more followers. So being a part of a group board is important because it gets you exposure to other people's followers. So now every time I pin to this board, I am getting my pins exposed to other followers that might not be following me, but they are following Troy since it's his board. And he's the one, helping to grow this board as well. So we can just scroll through here and you can see a lot of these different pins that are getting pinned here from different websites. I have not pinned in quite some time, I think, to this board. I haven't, been on here too much lately. I've been working on making YouTube videos and other projects, but, this board is still doing very well for me. It's still sending me, over 1,000 clicks a month and getting me over 100,000 impressions a month for my different pins that are buried here in the feed somewhere. There's over 7,000 pins on this board that people can scroll through and look at. So that's just a little overview of what a group board is, how there's different contributors contributing to it. It gets you exposure to other people's followers and their audience, so you can grow your audience by getting, out there in front of other people's audience. So to create a group board, let's go back to our profile here. We're going to just come down here and find the little plus icon. So we need to go back into the boards page, and then we're going to find this little plus icon up here on the right. So we'll click on that. It's going to say create a board. So I've already created a board in other videos, but all we would do is just hit create a board, and then we give it a name. So we'll just call this, Nick's group board, and we'll go ahead and click on create. And it's going to go ahead and open us up to choosing some different pins we want to save. I don't want to save any pins yet. So here we are, we've got this blank board, there's no pins yet. Now it's giving us some inspirational ideas here, but these aren't actually saved to the board, it's just suggestions. So right now it's a blank space, no pins have been saved yet. So what we're gonna do is find the little plus icon right next to my profile image. So it shows that, so far it's just me as a part of this board, but if I wanna add somebody, I just click on the little add icon, and now I can invite contributors. So here we've got Troy again, I could invite him if I wanted to. We've got some of these other accounts here it's suggesting. But I can either search them by their profile name if I know their Pinterest name, or I can search them by email, or I can just copy the link to my board and I can send this out to different people, through email or on other social media sites. So multiple ways here that we can invite collaborators and get people joining my group board, and then they can start contributing content to the board. Now, as far as how you can join a group board, well, let's just go, for example, back to Troy's profile. So we'll just type in hitting it solid. See if he comes up again. So let's go ahead and just go into people. So here in the search bar, anytime we search something, Pinterest is going to show us a list of results for different pins. Now we can also go and look for people or boards specifically. So this could be one way you could join group boards here, is you could just search boards, and then boom, we would see this group board right here called Best Golf Instruction and Golf Swing Tips. And I can see it's a group board because there's a little logo right here that shows his profile, and it also shows a couple others, where you can notice that these other boards, they don't have that little icon there. These are just images, built out in a grid here, a 4-square grid. But this has the 4-square grid, and it's got the little logo icon right here. So that tells me this is a group board. So that's where I would just click on the group board. I would click in and see that there's different members as a part of this group board. So I'd click in here. I'd look for who the owner of the board is. So in this case, I see Troy is the owner of this board. So let's go to his profile. Then all we would do is, go up here to messages, and I would search out Troy and try to send him a message and say, hey, I found your board, the group board, and I want to know if I could join it. And you could ask him if he could, add you to the board to be a contributor. So that's what I would do, is just go into the search and then set it up to just search for boards. So whatever your niche is, if you're in the fitness space, let's just say fitness tips, for example, you could first start off by typing in fitness tips, see a bunch of different pin results here. Now we want to go in and look at just boards specifically. So we'd go into fitness tip boards, and then we can see right away, this has the little icon. This one has the little icon. These boards have that little icon in the left corner. So these are all group boards. So we could just click on one of these, and it's going to take us into that group board. We can see there's 14, 15 different contributors here. So we'll click in, again, see who the owner is, and we'll just reach out to these people and try to see, through the direct messages, if we can get invited to the board, where they'll send you the invite link. Now in my case, I go into my messages. I have people inviting me all the time to their group boards. I've got 25 different requests right now of people trying to invite me to their group boards. So what I do is I'll go through these requests sometimes and see if there's any meaningful boards that I want to join. If there's not, then I just hit decline. So for example, Petting Pets invited you to the board golf. So I might check that board out, see if it's anything relevant to me, but a lot of times I just decline a lot of these requests because they're not group boards that really tie into my branding and my audience that I'm trying to go for. All right, so that's really the basics of group boards. We showed you how to find the analytics so that we could see what boards are performing best. We just go into analytics, and that's where I learned that my group board I'm a part of with the golf space is actually one of the best boards to be a part of. And so it might be beneficial to go in and just start joining a bunch of group boards in your niche. So I could go in and, search out different golf group boards by going into the search bar, typing out golf, and just finding a bunch of different golf group boards by categorizing this drop down as boards. So we get rid of all the pins. Now we've got just boards. We go in here, find all the different golf group boards, invite ourselves to them by reaching out to the owner. And then over time, we start pinning content to those boards, and that's going to get our pins more impressions, more saves, more clicks to our website. All right, since you made it all the way through today's YouTube video, I want to share with you an important resource I put together regarding Pinterest. So it's called Pinterest for Business. It's updated every month, so there's going to be new content coming into this resource library. You can scroll down the page here and you can read through all the sales copy, but I'm not really a salesman. All I care about doing is putting out the best videos that I can put out for you so you can help teach yourself how to use Pinterest using these training videos. So you're going to get a lot of cool worksheets, different checklists that I start you off with, and a free month of Tailwind. We're also going to go into a lot of the beginner steps starting out, but we're going to get more advanced as well, like how to use your business account to sell things on, Etsy or your website, or build an email list. I'm going to go over the Pinterest algorithm, how it works, so you can learn how to get more pins to stand out on Pinterest so that you can get more clicks to your website, to your blog, to your products. We're going to talk about the secrets to creating viral content on Pinterest. I've got a viral pin checklist you can check out here as well. And then we're going to get into the automation aspect so you can set up scheduling pins with Tailwind to save yourself a ton of time, as well as how to, manually pin still to get some benefit from manual pinning. So overall, there's all kinds of modules here inside of this course that you can use to better your Pinterest knowledge and, help your business out and get better at marketing on Pinterest. So again, we're adding videos every single month. So this library of videos is only going to get bigger and bigger. And the price is going to go up with time as well because, the more content we fill it up with, the more we're going to need to start charging. And so with that being said, go ahead and get the early bird pricing today. You can check out the link below in this YouTube video, or you can go to asknickfoy.teachable.com and just look for this Pinterest for Business course. I also have some other courses, so try to scroll through them and find the one for Pinterest.